Welcome back to Movie Nights. We got a very special Valentine's episode with the Love Bug. That's the theme to the Love Bug.
Ruin this.
You ruined the illusion there was a tape in there.
Dun, dun, dun.
Where'd the tape go?
I stole it.
So, this is The Love Bug, which
is definitely the best Herby movie out there.
It's so good.
The second time they did The Love Bug.
This is the only one that is not on DVD, by the way, of the Love Bug series.
Which is a shame, really. I mean...
It's really not that bad of a movie.
It's fun seeing Bruce Campbell in a Disney film.
Mm-hmm. Not since Gold Rush has he been in such a good Disney Channel movie. So The Love Bug, for those of you who aren't familiar, there was a series of movies about a bug vehicle that was sentient. It was a magical car that would win races and win hearts alike. The first one was in the 60s, and it was called, I think, just Love Bug, and this is The Love Bug.
Yeah, they're both called The Love Bug.
Oh, I stand corrected. I thought they pulled a Fast and Furious.
Exactly the same title.
Yeah, but so
that's not confusing.
This was
because this isn't like a remake or anything.
Well, it's sort of a reboot / continuation, kind of like, Doctor Who's got the same name, but it's kind of, you can start when it reboots kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was at least the idea of this. This was the first one they'd made in 15 years, since either a series of movies or a TV series, we're not sure. Was it just called Love Bug as well, or something else?
Maybe Herby the Love Bug or something.
Maybe, but anyway, that was the last thing they did in 82. They decided to try and reboot it. It didn't really work. This was a TV movie that they did on the Disney Channel, and it stars Bruce Campbell, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Which is way better than Lindsay Lohan.
Clearly, that was the greatest reboot / sequel, Herby Fully Loaded.
That piece of shit gets DVDs, but not this one.
You have no idea what it's like. It could be good.
He's Herbier.
Come my lady, come my lady, you're my butterfly.
Herby, she's too young for you.
Okay, so what is the plot of The Love Bug?
Bruce Campbell's an auto mechanic, and I don't know, he screws up a car by watching a race. I'm not really clear on what happened there.
I guess they're trying to establish he's being kind of a slacker there, not paying attention somehow.
He's
that
not really
car.
into it because he used to be a race car driver, but he fell out of it. His boss signs him up to this mechanic race where they have to first fix an engine and then race in the car because of him screwing up at work. Apparently he'll just sign him up for something.
Apparently there's a legion of mechanic / race car drivers that exist in this universe that all participate in this activity.
Yeah, I don't know how often they're both, they're skilled in both areas that much. He
goes to this mechanic / car race, and everyone's choosing their cars. I guess they were all assigned random numbers, and then whoever has, they're called in order to choose what car they want. And at this point, they try to make you feel sorry for the Love Bug.
Number 5.
Oh man, no one's choosing that one.
It's like when you're picked last in dodgeball.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they don't know that this is a sentient car at this point. This is just a piece of junk in a competition where you're supposed to pick something that will help you win. You don't want something junky, so apparently his strategy is to pick the worst strategy.
Yeah.
And pick this car that he feels sorry for?
Mm-hmm. After he first starts the car, it does a wheelie, and he just drives on the rear tires for a bunch of the race. And everyone's like, oh!
Yeah, they do lots of whoa. Herby does some fantastic tricks, and then he wins the thing.
Also, Herby ended up here. I don't know how the engine got fried and everything, but the main villain of the movie, John Hannah, was driving the car first, and he's just evil Scottish racer guy.
Yeah.
He had Herby at the start, and then he gets last place in a race, and he's like, but they did so well with this car before. Fuck this car. And then apparently, I don't know, he shot the engine or something because it was driving okay then, but he was mad.
Well, no, it was something else that broke, and then Herby told the crazy friend what it was, and then he was like, it sounded like he said that it was this thing, even though it was just
it sounds
beep, beep. How does he understand him? Is he like Chewbacca, or it's a language that doesn't make any sense?
He'd be like Han Solo, yeah.
Yeah, he's the Han Solo to Herby's Chewie.
Yeah.
So this was kind of a mummy reunion going on in this movie. They got the evil Scottish guy, they got the crazy friend, they were both in the Mummy apparently.
Yeah.
That's nuts. This was much like the Mummy, in that it had people in it. And magical elements.
Yes, much like the Mummy.
Much like the Mummy. Well, and this was only a couple years before the Mummy. The Mummy was 1999, wasn't it?
Yes.
And this was 97 when this came out, so they had big things coming, but for now they gotta slum it in Disney Channel, The Love Bug. I liked the evil Scottish guy the best. He was great. He was like an evil Scrooge McDuck, and he always wanted to win the races. No matter what it took. So Bruce Campbell's main character, his name is Hank Cooper, and everything seems to kind of relate to him coincidentally. Like, he used to race with evil Scottish guy before he quit racing, and he just happens to be a guy he used to race with. Not that this really matters in the long run, that they used to know each other.
It just makes it a little more personal, because John Hamm is all like, I don't remember you. I don't remember people I destroy.
Yeah, I don't remember the people who lose in my races.
Yeah.
And the woman who is judging this competition with him, and also part of an auto mechanics magazine, is used to date Hank. And of course, she's the love interest in this. You can guess what happens.
Yeah, so of course, as soon as they get in the car together, Herby's off playing matchmaker.
Meddling cover.
Yeah. He doesn't know. Maybe they broke up for a reason, Herby.
Because she was too into racing and not into him. She just didn't have it, her priorities straight.
Right.
With sensitive Hank. So we should know through this.
This is my boom bug.
Shop smart. Shop S-smart. You got that?
It should be noted through this whole thing, his best friend, McCrazy Guy, is absolutely nuts. He's the only one who seems to know that the bug is alive for a while.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like, it sounds like he said this.
Yeah.
Like, even before the car displays any ability to be sentient, he knows apparently this car is alive.
I love that he's the first one to figure out the name too, because like Bruce Campbell and his girlfriend come in, and he's like, his name's Herby. And like, what? It's like, how do you know that? He told me. Oh, also it's on like the rear of the license plate. I'm not crazy, but also he told me this, and then, like, okay. So it's like, I'm not crazy, but anyway, the car told me a bunch of other stuff too.
Right. Committed.
Yeah.
I love the big inspirational moment where he convinces Hank that he's alive. He gives this crazy stare, and he's like right behind him. The car is alive. And apparently this works. Like, he's like, oh, you know what? You're right. The car is alive.
Yeah.
You've convinced me with your absolute insanity.
He's alive.
I love, though, that for a lot of this movie, Bruce Campbell is jealous of the car.
Yeah, trying to the car get
dick
credit for all
measuring
my stuff.
contest with the love bug.
Damn you, Herby!
Out of here, where, Hank?
I don't know and I don't care. Anywhere there isn't some stupid little car taking credit for everything I do.
I want people to realize that it's not just the car. I did it. I drove the car.
No, he really didn't actually do anything. It was all the car.
Well,
to be fair to Herby.
He did fix the engine.
He did fix one thing, but he didn't do any of the things that impressed him.
No, he did not make it do a wheelie.
All that shows is that he is a competent
And
mechanic.
it's great because John Hannah, who very coincidentally just got rid of this car and is now judging a repair engine race. It's very funny. They just got rid of this car and then he's judging this race where the car is in it again. But then he sees the car doing all this crazy shit and he's like, that car should be able to do that. I'm suddenly interested in it again. Damn it.
So the other event going on in this thing is a car art show called Vehiculart, which is a stupid title. It's just a car show. I don't know why they pretend it's an art show.
Vehicular caricide.
Yeah. And Crazy Friend takes Herby.
Yeah, this is because of Crazy Friend. This is some shit he's into, of course.
And he takes the car to this Vehiculart installation. And that's when Evil Scotsman shows up to be like, I gotta find out about this car.
Snoop around the car again. The car that he used to have. Too bad you didn't do that when you had it, fuckwit.
So we get the origin story in this of the love bug. Because I know people were watching the 60s version. They're like,
how the fuck does that work?
How did that happen?
Why is that car's beeping mean language?
I need to know exactly how this happened.
Yeah, they're all just yelling fuck at the TV, wondering about it.
So it turns out that the origin, which Scotsman discovers when he sees that it was the German guy, he sees underneath the hood.
German Elliot Gould.
Yeah.
Or Elliot, not Elliot.
Harold
Gould. Confusing my Goulds.
That's a fool's Gould, is it?
Fool's Gould.
He brings in Crazy German Guy to build him a car. And it turns out how he did it before was when he was making the metal for Herby, he dropped a picture.
Dumped in a bit of semen and it became the love bug.
Oh, okay.
I knew I shouldn't have jerked off into my metal.
I don't remember that happening in this.
It was a really weird turn, but that's what Disney does. He dumped in a picture of his fiancée?
His wife.
His wife.
It was the love of his wife that became part of the car, and now the car is the love bug.
He's lucky it just didn't make the car also in love with his wife.
Oh, it would have been like just Christine, but coming after the wife.
Yeah.
Herbie, no!
Tries to get rid of him. You see the car has cut his face out of the picture, replaced it with the front of the car.
Oh no! Evil Scotsman gets him to make a car for him under false pretenses. And he says, you should put in a picture.
I don't know if it's so much false pretenses as he just didn't tell him what it was about, and he's just like, yeah, okay, I'll build another one for you.
So he was just very trusting and naive, I guess that's what it was.
Which I can
for nefarious purposes, but not telling him that.
Yeah. Nefarious, stupid racist purposes.
So he tells him to put in a picture of someone that he loves to put in the mix. And who does he pick?
The guy from The Mummy.
Looks an awful lot like him.
Yeah, he picks himself. It's a pretty funny joke.
It's great, like he's like, you didn't have to really get a picture. Wait, this can work.
Yeah, we'll put that in the middle.
It's fine.
Those other fools think their little car's so lovingly special, we till they see mine.
And of course something goes really wrong, and they create the evil love bug, Horace.
Well, didn't go wrong, they wanted that.
Well, according to the German guy, something went horribly wrong!
He thinks something went wrong, but really they were jerking off in the metal again, so... Evil car!
So they have
evil Herby, Horace.
So once Evil Scotsman has Horace, the first thing he does is put out a hit on Herby.
Do you want to come along? No, I shouldn't be there. Better I don't have any oil in my hands.
He puts a hit out on a car.
This is
the movie where John Hannah puts a hit out on a car.
And we get the assassination of Herby scene, where he is brutally murdered off screen, while comical reaction faces happen.
gain a Gould, because we can never have enough Goulds in this, is watching.
Oh, is that the guy's name?
Yeah.
Any relation?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
He might be Harold's son.
Okay.
I might be making that up.
It's true now. You saw it in an internet video.
But you had double the Goulds.
Okay, so he watches
comical murder. Oh, that should not go in there. Oh.
Apparently the car, I don't know, like, they never show us how he was doing it, so maybe, like, he put up his, like, tires as fists.
The front tires, came out. Maybe he's a transformer.
Yeah.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Starscream!
Star Herby.
The best follow-up to that, even better than the assassination of Herby, is the funeral of Herby that they hold afterwards.
They get like a big plot of land, apparently, and a huge-ass casket for a car. They didn't cheap out on this either. Velvet lining all throughout the casket. Just
They're in the suits, they're having the service and everything. Like, who paid for this? Who forked out the dough for the car funeral? Because it wasn't just a cheap pine box. This was a big ass casket and plot of land for this car. And they're talking about being broke through most of the movie, or not having a lot of money, but someone forked out the dough
apparently
for this.
it's because they have funerals for cars all the time.
Oh man, we couldn't fix this in the shop.
We're going broke, yeah. Every time we lose a car in the shop, we go to this funeral for cars.
So this is when the guy from the original Love Bug, Jim something, shows up along with crazy German scientist guy.
Yeah, and he's kind of like, you guys are fucking idiots. I know it's a sentient car and everything, but it's a car. We can fix it.
We have the technology.
And Bruce Campbell's like, holy fuck, I never thought of fixing it.
And then he shot him with a shotgun. I'm like, this is my idea the whole time.
Yeah. Then Herby comes back as a deadite, and he's like, I knew we shouldn't have done this! All the cars start turning into deadites.
He didn't say the magic words correctly.
Yeah.
Klaatu Barada.
Evil Dead 4, Herby's Revenge.
So they go to one of the guys from the Monkees, who has a repair shop.
Mickey Dolenz.
And they, even though he was mad at them...
Yeah, Harold Gould tells them that all the parts from Herby to fix him need to be the original parts. They can't order anything new or else it'll taint his essence.
Yeah, except for paint. I don't know. Maybe they fucked that one up.
Yeah, we see Quirky Guy painting it, and like, did that paint come from the original Herby?
Maybe they had to jerk off into that.
I'm sure he did.
And
fucking weirdo.
But like, the guy doesn't like them that owns this repair shop, but they're like, this is our only chance. So they go to him. And then, for no reason whatsoever, he decides, he's like, hey, you can pay me later. Don't worry about it. Because I guess, as Jim pointed out, Herby is what everyone wants to be. Mm-hmm. A car.
So Mickey Dolenz realized he wanted to be a car the whole time, and again, Transformers happened, and he drove away, singing the Monkees.
Oh, he was everything we'd like ourselves to be.
They start up the car again, and this is very confusing for people who've not seen the original Love Bug, or at least don't know about it, because kids watching this are not going to get like, why is that old guy in the car? What about Bruce Campbell?
Yeah, but if you do know the movies, I bet it's a really cool moment when he comes out.
Yeah, it is nice that they do like some kind of nice moments for the old series to pass the torch on, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then he just sort of walks off at the end, like he's like, this is where
glad you fixed the car. Peace out, bitches.
Yeah, he just walks away. Like, I hope he lived nearby. Otherwise, like, he just kept walking into the next state.
He just kept walking, waving at them.
Walks into traffic.
We'll get out the binoculars. He's still doing it.
Does he have a home somewhere? Is his wife gonna find him?
My work here is done. The fuck?
I liked also the Jesus analogy in this movie, with Herby first drove on water, and then he came back from the dead.
Across water at the start in one of the pieces of footage from the older movies. Yeah.
He soaks up sin and gasoline. So once they've repaired this, Evil Scotsman decides that they gotta have a race to determine who is the better race car driver.
You make it sound like a duel.
That's exactly what it is. And may the best car win.
So he pays for a stretch of land where no police are going to be, no cars, just to block off the stretch of road for them to race to prove who is the better vehicle.
I don't know why he did this exactly, other than he was happening by the repair shop and saw Herby was intact again. He's like, that's it! I tried to kill this car once, so now the only way to really kill it is beat it in a race!
The pretense of the race is that it's just to prove who's the best racer. But then, he attempts to murder them several times during
the car
this
is
race.
also on the line during the race.
Well, but he's going to destroy the car.
After he killed it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe he wants it again after. It's like, fuck, that car came back.
But
it came back again. I need that car.
but once he gets the car, I mean, like, but once they do the race, if he destroys the car, he can't get it. If he kills them, there's no reason to have pretended this was a race. He could have just shot them at the beginning, because, as he said, no police were going to be there, because he paid off to be on that stretch of road alone.
Though, the moment they find dead people on that stretch of road where he, paid to block off, they're going to come to him, so killing them there during the race wasn't much better of a plan.
This race looked like crap, too. There was a lot of fast motion and really terrible camera angles.
It was on a really ugly road, too.
Yeah.
With those little repair the cracks, dark spots.
Yeah, like as far as races go, it's probably one of the sadder kind of races in a movie, at least
it's between two bugs, too.
It's true.
It's like, those are not what you think of it. Oh, man, big race with two bugs.
Look, one of them was evil, okay?
Yeah, it was amazing, evil Herby horse.
And they pull like a grease lightning thing where they they have the drill comes out of the tire and they take out one of the tires. Which really should have ended the race there, because they got a huge head start.
Yeah, they just keep going, and that's the time when Bruce Campbell has like a conscience crisis. He's like, oh no, I shouldn't make Herby do this.
But this is like far less damage than getting fucking killed before.
You'd think that would have been the time. He's like, oh, maybe this is getting too extreme. But it's just like, yeah, oh no, the tire, that's a big deal. Herby gets cut in half a bit later by a laser. Bruce Campbell's fine with that. It's like, yeah, we can still drive on the one wheel with our magic balance as the car is split down vertically as we're both driving the two sides somehow.
They were also okay with the grenades. Yeah. The grenades were okay.
Yeah, he sends a few bouncing grenades back at them.
But luckily, they managed to catch up because they were too busy drinking cider and celebrating on the road.
Well, guess who packed your favorite sparkling cider? I did.
Really one of the dumber reasons.
Promoting drunk driving. I don't know about that, Disney.
We don't know if it was hard cider or not, but it was probably
It definitely was.
Because they're evil.
Yeah, and Scottish.
The halfway car race was pretty amazing, too. Like, just them... Physics mean nothing in Herby world.
Yeah, and it's amazing that didn't kill Herby. We kind of figured, like... Since Herby seems to be a bit of an immortal in this movie, that he's still fine, but he's in very much pain while he is chopped in half.
My God, someone please end it. Yeah. My life is a curse.
So after they finish the race and they're all celebrating, he's just kind of like, it's really cute, but fix me, assholes!
So technically Herby won first and third place. So technically he won and lost the race. Yeah. So maybe like half of him should have gone to Evil Scotsman, to be fair.
Here's your half.
You get the ass half. Wait, no, you get half an ass.
Half an ass. You get the half-assed race.
So Horace gets angry about this. And he does an evil CGI face.
Yeah, CGs his lights into anger a few times. And it's just like, oh man, he's taking a run at Herby. Let's slowly move the two halves away. Oh no, Horace only has a few minutes to react to this. Nope! I missed off a cliff down into the fires of hell from whence he came.
Why was there hellfire there?
It literally smashes right through the earth when it lands after falling off a cliff and flames come up. It was a fucking hell car. The police even charged John Hannah for having a hell car after this.
An unregistered devil car.
Unregistered devil car.
They don't care about the attempted murder so much.
They did charge him for the explosives.
The explosives, yeah.
Illegal detonation of explosives, driving an unregistered devil car, illegal dumping of said devil car.
Excuse me, but I don't think you know who you're talking to. Shut up!
The woman called the police, which was probably a smart thing. He never really took into account that they might call the police.
This guy is trying to murder us because we're trying to win a little bug race.
And then they have like a little wah-wah at the end. That was pretty funny. The wedding wah-wah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
All right, now you're man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Great, you got it? Okay, next setup.
So that's the cover, huh?
So, yeah, I guess they went on to make many more sequels, right?
Hey, why don't you put this one on DVD instead of your crappy Lindsay Lohan one?
I'm gonna wipe that bug off my windshield!
That's harsh.
It's really a shame. It's really kind of one of those cases of, I don't think it's so much the black sheep is just forgotten because it was kind of a time where VHS was more popular and it just never got on DVD.
Bruce Campbell's charismatic enough that it makes a lot of this movie pretty enjoyable.
He sold the hell out of crying over that dead car.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Because because like this is honestly some of the best acting I've seen from Bruce Campbell was in this movie. I believed it. You know, it was wholesome. It was corny, but it had some good jokes in it. Genuinely, you know, they had a lot of really silly stuff in it too. But I guess that was sort of the point with Herby.
It's charming in a dorky, made-for-TV movie kind of way. Mm-hmm. And it stars Bruce Campbell of From Dusk Till Dawn 2 fame.
Sure, that's the one they want to credit on the back of the Disney VHS.
Like, we can't go Evil Dead, that's too hardcore. We'll just put From Dusk Till Dawn 2.
Texas
that
Blood
makes sense.
Money.
Yeah. That's better than putting Evil Dead.
But they had some good actors in this. They had a good homage to the old series. So people who were fans of Herby originally would probably enjoy this. I think it's worth checking out.
Yeah, especially for evil Herby. That's hilarious. That is like probably better than most of what these movies did. Give him an antagonist? Alright, I'm sold. That is silly as shit. I love it.
With Scrooge McScott.
Horse! More power!
I can't wait to have Herby for myself. I have no life at all. Hangs out with the bum stock for a while.
Nothing left to do but bury.
Oh no, where'd the VHS go?
We lost it along with Vader. Time to go bury this. Broke it.
It's worse than you think.
Well, don't worry. I've seen pretty bad. Oh, Herbie.